Hey everyone! In this video, we are taking you along with us on our bareboat charter around the beautiful British Virgin Islands. Join our crew on board Lyman, a 45-foot catamaran from Navigar Yachting, as we show you our entire week. We start by giving you a tour of the boat. We provision the boat and overnight in the marina before setting sail on an amazing adventure around the most beautiful sailing grounds in the world. Whether you're a seasoned sailor or just dreaming of your next tropical getaway, join us as we share the highs, the challenges, and the unforgettable moments of our journey through paradise. As always, we want to thank everyone who supports our channel by watching our videos. Hit the thumbs up to let us know if you are liking our videos, and consider subscribing if you haven't already, so you don't miss any of our other videos from our sailing adventures. If this is your first time watching our videos, welcome. Here is a little bit about us. We are Jillian and Brian, high school sweethearts from Stillwater, Oklahoma. We enjoy finding new adventures through our travel and have developed a passion for sailing. For now, this channel will show our love for sailing through our bareboat charters, as well as sharing the unique places we find while traveling with friends and family. That is, until we can give up our daily grind and fulfill our dream of crewing our own catamaran. Subscribe and follow along with us on our adventures, as we are determined to find the Caribbean's best beaches, bars, and amazing sunsets, one anchorage at a time. In the beginning stages on planning any charter, the first thing we discuss is who will be joining us as crew. It is harder than one might think to find 8 people to live in tight quarters on a boat for a week with no issues. For this charter, we had an amazing crew. First up, we have Mike and Ashley from Illinois. We met Mike while doing a sailing school 4 years ago and have kept in contact ever since. He has a passion for sailing, and he brought along his girlfriend Ashley, who was a blast all week. She is in the service industry, so her bartending and DJ skills kept the crew in good spirits all week long. Next up is Hank and Lucy, the only other fellow Oklahomans on this trip. Lucy is a ball of fire and kept us in stitches all week long. Hank is a jack of all trades and was a designated dinghy captain all week. And if you have watched some of our previous videos, you may recognize Crystal and Ryan, also known to the boating community of Southwest Florida as the Caribbean Castaways. They love everything about island and boat life. Welcome aboard Lyman. She's a 2024 45-foot Fountaine Peugeot chartered through Navigar Yachting out of Nanny Cay. This was our first time on a Fountaine Peugeot, and we were excited to explore what she had to offer. Starting with the aft deck, there's plenty of space to relax both during the day and at night. Up front on the bow, you'll find ample seating and 2 trampolines, perfect spots to lounge when underway. The helm was positioned on the starboard side. Unlike some other charter boats, the helm was positioned so the captain wasn't excluded from the rest of the crew. At the helm, you could still interact with the people on the aft deck, in the salon, or on the flybridge, which was another favorite spot for relaxing during the day. For the interior, the salon is spacious with an L-shaped seating area that's great for lounging or socializing. The galley is well equipped with a freezer, 2 refrigerator drawers, an oven, and even a microwave. Storage is a standout feature on this boat, including dedicated compartments we found handy for bottles of liquor. There's also plenty of spaces for glasses, mugs, plates, and bowls, making meals on board easy for your crew. There was a large window to the front that allowed plenty of air in the salon for ventilation and 2 skylights to let in tons of natural light. For accommodations, each couple had their own cabin and bathroom. The cabin offers plenty of storage for clothes and bags, along with cabinet and hanging space. Each head is well designed with storage for toiletries and a separate shower. In the hallway, there's additional storage for larger bags, as well as the electrical panel and generator controls for easy access. Overall, Lyman offered a comfortable and functional experience with plenty of room for everyone to relax and enjoy. This boat is definitely on top of our favorites to charter so far. You've met the crew and we've showed you the boat. Now it's time to show you what all Nanny Cay has to offer. When coming into Nanny Cay, the road coming in is here. Nanny Cay is home to Marine Max, Navigar Yachting, and Horizon Charter Companies, and several other local businesses. There is a boutique hotel, coffee shop, liquor store, dive shop, and a spa. There is also a small right-way grocery store that carries a limited amount of food and necessities. While we chose to provision our food at the larger right-way in Road Town, we did provision our beer and alcohol at the marina.
Provisioning. That's one cart.
Yeah, we gotta wait for it. Dump some garbage.
Later on, we avoided some rain by grabbing dinner at Omar's, one of the 2 restaurants on site. The other restaurant is Peg Legs. It is a bar and grill and is right on the beach. They also have a pool for guests to enjoy. This is a great spot to kill some time while waiting for a charter or before a flight. After spending the night aboard at Nanny Cay Marina, we were excited to finally leave the marina and begin our journey. Some of the crew and I grabbed coffee at the marina while Brian and the others took care of final preparations on the boat. Once we had our morning caffeine fix, we cast off the lines and headed for our first anchorage for the week, Cooper Island. As we left the marina, we had overcast skies and the water was dead calm. Once out into the Sir Francis Drake Channel, we wasted no time putting up the sails. Even with little to no wind, we wanted to put the sails up to get the feel for the new boat. Alright, so first day actually out on the water on the boat.
First morning, so weather's kind of iffy, so we decided to head over to Cooper this morning. So a couple hour sail, but no wind early, but the wind's picked up. Mike is running the boat. Master Sailor Mike. So yeah, we are.
The sails out, trimmed nicely. But yeah, doing good. So where are we headed to?
Cooper Island.
So that'll be our first stop tonight. We have dinner reservations there for the restaurant. One of our favorite spots we've been to several times, so we're excited about that.
Yeah, Cooper Island's a cool place. A little microbrewery there, do their own beers and things. They have a rum bar. Nice.
Lunch is ready.
Lunch is ready. Headed to Cooper Island and yeah, grab dinner and some beach time and some snorkeling and just a first easy day, just a nice easy sail. And now we're hanging out on the fly bridge. Mike's got us sailing and Ryan's cooking some burgers. It sounds like lunch ready, so we're gonna go have some burgers and we'll catch up with you guys at Cooper Island.
Thank you. After securing our boatie ball we had reserved earlier that morning, it was time for a much needed swim to cool off before heading into the Cooper Island Beach Club. Cooper Island is one of the most popular anchorages in the BVI. The island includes a restaurant, rum bar, coffee shop, brewery, a gift shop, and a small hotel, all while being energy efficient. The island generates its own electricity with over 300 solar panels.
First crew ready to go to Cooper Island for some dinner.
After cleaning up, our crew dinghied into the rum bar for sundowners before dinner. The bartenders at the rum bar can make some delicious cocktails, and they have more than 350 different bottles of rum to choose from, making it home to one of the largest selections of rum in the entire Caribbean. our dinner reservations for right at sunset, so we made our way back to the restaurant. Everyone in our crew agreed that Cooper Island was one of the best meals we had on our entire trip. The food here is almost as good as the views. What an incredible first day here on Cooper Island. This stop has already set the bar pretty high for our week-long charter here in the British Virgin Islands. Cooper is a great stop at any point throughout your week if you too are chartering in the BVI. Most mornings on the boat are incredibly peaceful, making it the perfect time for a morning swim or to grab a cup of coffee and soak in the views. With the weather being ideal, we took advantage of the calm morning to cook pancakes and sausage for the crew while they enjoyed their coffee. Some of the crew even decided to paddleboard around the mooring field.
Morning, guys. We are in Cooper Island, beautiful anchorage here. Cooper's one of our favorite places to go in the BVI. Yesterday came in, hooked up to a boaty ball and floated around, swam around the boat, went into the rum bar, had some drinks, and enjoyed a nice dinner at the restaurant here in Cooper Island. But today we're headed to North Sound, so we'll show you guys all about North Sound on Virgin Gorda. I think we're going to hang out there for 2 days, so come along with us. We'll show you all that North Sound has to offer.
After breakfast, it was time to pull the lines and get underway. About a 10-knot wind on our beam, so it was a nice relaxing sail to start our morning. On the way to North Sound, we took advantage of the beautiful weather and stopped off at the Dog Islands for some snorkeling. We grabbed a national park mooring ball on the west side of Great Dog and took the dinghy ashore for some beach time and swimming. took the dinghy into the beach for a short swim, then came back and enjoyed lunch on the boat. Then we cranked up some music and got back underway. Next stop, North Sound.
Lost track of the forest through the trees, forgot what I was chasing. Spent so many nights living out at sea that my heart is gone vacant. And everybody who was close to me all stayed on dry land. So now I'm driving back on Interstate West, I just gotta feel something. Not gonna wait till the morning, because something's gonna change my mind. I don't wanna change my mind. Oh, I wanna stay right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life. Oh, come on, turn your hate into poetry, pain into power, enemies to friends, and your minutes into hours. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life, for the good life.
We had reserved a mooring ball at Bitter End, so once we entered North Sound, we held the Bitter End Yacht Club on Channel 16. From there, we flipped over to a secondary channel and they assigned us to ball number 10.
Bitter End Yacht Club, Bitter End Yacht Club, Bitter End Yacht Club. This is Sailing Vessel Lyman on 16.
Lyman, Bitter End Yacht Club. Let's acknowledge and switch to channel 11, channel 11.
We made it to Bitter End. Once on the mooring ball, we hailed a few local celebrities on the VHF radio, and in no time they arrived to our boat with drinks for our entire crew. This is Jim, better known as Rum Runner, and his sidekick Drake. They have become quite popular to the boaters here in the North Sound. Simply hail them on Channel 72, place a drink order, and they will bring you some great frozen cocktails from their boat to yours.
You got quite the job.
Okay, 1 gallon Rum Runners, right? Yes, sir. There it is. There we go.
Thank you.
And I brought you some cups as well.
Oh, you're amazing.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Do you have your Venmo on you? Oh, hello.
Yeah, I got a QR code here for you.
Hello,
Drake, you're adorable.
You can order single drinks, or you can do it like we did and just buy them by the gallon. After enjoying our Rum Runners and a swim, it was time to dinghy over to Saba Rock, which is located right here, just a short distance from Bitter End. Saba is one of the best places in the Caribbean to catch their happy hour with amazing sunsets. large dinghy dock right out front, and there is always a friendly staff member to help tie up your dinghy. They have a restaurant with tables, of course, right on the water, and even a gift store with just about any souvenir you'd want from your trip. We made our way to the bar upstairs, grabbed some cocktails, and took in the stunning view. The scenery from up here is truly unbeatable.
You ran out of room. Could never. Don't ever say that.
Should be a law against that.
I know.
While taking in the view, Brian and I were recognized by a few of our followers who watch our videos. It was both humbling and exciting to meet people who share our passion for boating and adventure travel. Mike and Aaron were awesome to chat with. It was truly a pleasure meeting you. Every day at 5 p.m., they hold a tarpon feeding that attracts a crowd, just like it does the massive tarpon. It's a really cool experience to witness up close. We thoroughly enjoyed our afternoon at Saba Rock, but it was time to dinghy back to Bitter End for our dinner reservation. Hey guys, we made it to Bitter End!
Bitter End! Ready for dinner!
Woo-hoo. Hopefully
Gorgeous.
it's yummy!
God. This is fun.
Bitter End has a gift shop with a lot of clothing options, as well as a small general store with essentials for provisioning. They had a beachfront bar called the Reef Sampler. The vibe there seemed to be cool. We made dinner reservations at the restaurant, so they seated us at a table for 8 with incredible views.
You're a captain.
North Sound is a beautiful place with many anchorages, mooring fields to choose from. With the weather turning sour the next day or two, we decided to stay in North Sound and go explore Virgin Gorda. We motored over to Leverick Bay, where they have a small marina, and it is also a great place for provisioning midweek on your charter. Once we tied up to our mooring ball, we had breakfast on the boat and then went ashore where we rented an open-air truck that could fit our entire crew of 8.
Looks a little wonky, the doorknob's missing.
Don't work. Uh-oh.
Parking brake.
Gone.
Oh, there.
Oh my gosh.
Cool little bar right there.
You guys enjoying?
Got my grip hanging on for dear life right now. The 8-mile drive from Leverick Bay to the baths took much longer than we thought. The road was steep and had a lot of turns. We were a little nervous in the back, but Hank, our dinghy driver for the week turned Uber driver, did a phenomenal job getting us there safely. There were a few overlooked places to pull off, so we stopped and took in the scenery overlooking Virgin Gorda. Getting to the baths is only half the adventure. Located on the south tip of Virgin Gorda, the Baths is a national park known for their towering granite boulders that form a maze of hidden pools, grottos, and soft sandy beaches. When we arrived, we were greeted by a man playing the steel drums. At the top of the Baths, they have a few shops for souvenirs and also a restaurant, bar, and pool. But we will get to that a little later. After arriving at the park, you'll follow a scenic trail lined with tropical plants and lookout points offering glimpses of massive boulders below. The trail is downhill and fairly level, but be prepared, it's a little bit of a workout. Your first stop is Devil's Bay, a stunning beach with powdery white sand and crystal clear waters. But here's a tip, keep going. Venture through the baths to the other side where you'll find another beautiful beach that's usually less crowded. The baths can get extremely busy on days that there are cruise ships in port. Day trippers can fill the baths with hundreds or thousands of people. So if possible, check the cruise schedule and visit on a day with no cruise ships in port, or hit it early to avoid the crowds. As you make your way through the labyrinth of boulders, you'll come across shallow tidal pools, narrow passages, and incredible rock formations. Every turn reveals something new, and it's all unbelievably magical. We visited on a cloudy day, so the videos don't quite capture the full beauty of the baths. But trust us, in the sunlight, this place is absolutely breathtaking. This area is known as the Cathedral. It is probably the most iconic, most photographed spot in all of the baths. So be sure to stop and take pictures with your group while you're here.
We made it! Little stuck.
I got it.
Got all our crew. Yeah. It's ready for some drinks.
At the end of the baths is another beach area that we were talking about earlier. There's also a bar and a few shops that have souvenirs for the baths. This is Poor Man's Bar, a great spot to grab a few rum punches after the hike through the baths. The beach on this side by the bar is just as beautiful and less crowded than Devil's Bay. After some beach time, we hiked to the top of the baths. We hit the shops for some souvenirs, then enjoyed some painkillers in the pool while enjoying the view.
Thank you so much.
We will come to you.
Oh, that's a great drink.
Used to killing some pain.
That was cool.
Welcome to the Cool Kids Club here.
Backseat, I can't wait.
Backseat.
Sunrise.
Is that your start right here?
Yeah.
We made our way back across Virgin Gorda. Once near the top, we made a stop at Hog Heaven. They are known for their barbecue and amazing views overlooking North Sound. From the restaurant, we were even able to spot our boat moored at Leverick Bay. So it is day 3 of being on the boat. We're on Virgin Gorda today. Got over this morning from Bitter End, moored up in Leverick Bay. We actually rented a open air taxi truck for the day. It was cheaper than having all of us get on a taxi to go over to the baths. So we've been over at the baths this morning. You can't go wrong with that place. And then now we're at Hog Heaven. I'll show you guys this. For a quick lunch stop, and then we will go back down to Leverick Bay, get on the boat for the afternoon, hang out there, and then we're gonna cook on the boat for dinner. So it should be another great day, hopefully weather permitting. So far we've looked out, no rain. So yeah, been a great trip so far. After a busy morning, we headed back to our boat and enjoyed a relaxing evening. Brian and I cooked some shrimp pasta for the crew, and we enjoyed playing some card games. The BVI is well known for its amazing restaurants and nightlife, but some of our favorite nights are spent enjoying dinner on the boat in the company of our boatmates. We overnighted at Leverick Bay, so on the morning of day 4, we woke up to overcast skies and windy conditions, which made it a little rolly.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Before we pulled the lines, a few of the guys jumped in to retrieve the grill grate that got dropped in the water while cleaning the grill.
Got it. Here it is. There it is.
As we left North Sound, rain and squalls surrounded us. We had a long sail ahead to Jost Van Dyke, cruising along the north side of Tortola. We hoisted the sails and took our time, feeling like we were simply following the rain. There were several other boats trying to outrun the storms too, and as any sailor knows, when another boat is nearby, it quickly turns into a race. The squalls seemed to rotate around us the whole trip. At times, it felt like we were chasing the storms, but as we got closer to Jost, the storm started building to the south. That's when we decided to drop the sails and motor in, hoping to beat the weather. Our goal was to get to our mooring ball before the winds picked up.
Gonna go to Foxy's.
We arrived in Great Harbor just before the rain and tied up to our mooring ball before quickly trying to get ashore in the dinghy. We took refuge at Foxy's while the rain came down, which isn't a bad spot to ride out a storm. Plenty of rum and good music to spend the afternoon. Ryan proved to be a great crew member and got the first round of drinks while Brian went back to the boat to get the rest of the crew.
Welcome to Foxy's, man.
In between the heavy rains, we ended up making our way down the road of the Great Harbor shoreline to check out the other bars and businesses. We stopped at the Laid Back Outfitters, which had a lot of clothing, sunglasses, and souvenirs for Jost Van Dyke. Then on to Tipsy Shark for a few drinks. When we got there, it was pretty quiet, but then the party just seemed to follow us. Brian and I thought that they had the best quality cocktails our entire trip. We made our way back to Foxy's as the rain started pouring, hoping to stay dry for the rest of the evening. We ended up having an early dinner and stuck around for karaoke, well, at least until the storm knocked out the Wi-Fi and the DJ couldn't load any more songs. We returned to the boat for the night, knowing the rain wouldn't last forever. The forecast for the next day was looking perfect for an epic beach day. We logged onto Boaty Ball bright and early at 7 a.m. and were lucky enough to snag the same mooring ball for the day. The weather was shaping up to be gorgeous, so after the crew enjoyed breakfast on the boat and a morning swim, we wasted no time heading straight to Bight Bay. While it is possible to dinghy over, having 8 people in a dinghy can get a little sporty. So most of the crew took a taxi from the public dock while Brian, Hank, and Mike took the dinghy around the corner to White Bay. Taxis are easy to hail anywhere in Great Harbor, and the 10-minute ride is super scenic. For the more adventurous folks, the dinghy ride to and from can be epic, though it can also be a pretty wet ride.
Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like a stakeout. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes. And you can rock and roll with an attitude. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you
White Bay, guys, here we are.
This is what the BVI is all about.
Hell yeah.
White Bay boasts a beautiful, picturesque beach with several beach bars lining the shore. The most famous of them all is the Soggy Dollar Bar, known for inventing the iconic painkiller cocktail. One of the coolest features of the Soggy Dollar is their drink board. You can visit their website and send a painkiller to your friends who are visiting, or even a round for their entire crew. We were thrilled to find that we had 3 rounds of painkillers waiting for us on the drink board. Part of the fun is finding your name and seeing the funny messages people leave for you. Alright guys, so here we are at White Bay on Jost Van Dyke. We made it to Soggy Dollars. So you guys came through. We sent out a request earlier this week about sending us some painkillers, and we're checking them off the drink board, y'all. So
First 2 painkillers off the drink board. John Root from Oklahoma City, fellow sailor. Thanks, John, for the drinks.
Yep.
We're gonna enjoy those on White Bay, man. We know you want to be here. Maybe one day we'll come together.
yeah.
Cheers.
So cheers, guys. They have quite the gift shop, with just about anything you would need to commemorate your trip. We bumped into Hank and Lucy, and Hank looked a little thirsty, so it was back to the drink board. All right, so we are on round number 2. This one is from our favorite powder monkey, Brandy Hancock. We appreciate you. Thanks for sending us some painkillers. So cheers, guys.
Got 4 of them. Hank and Lucy are joining us.
Yeah.
Cheers, Brandy.
Thanks, Brandy. After a few rounds of painkillers, it was time to find some lunch. We went and found the rest of our crew next door at Hendos hideout. We decided to have lunch there, which was a good call. The staff was nice and the food was incredible. Highly recommend the crispy chicken sandwich. After lunch, we decided to take a stroll down White Bay. While Soggy Dollar tends to get the most attention, be sure to check out the other great bars as well.
We're cashing in your 2 painkillers, so thank you from Captain and First Mate.
'Cause it's alright. We don't have to play by the rules. It's alright. We can pick and choose our own fights. It's alright. We don't have to make amends, forgive, forgo. Let us find the pathway home.
Like a pro.
Same, sharing air on these old plains. Oh, I die for you. Let this heart be fed by the other, by the flame. And I'll be your guide on this victory march, where the losers cheering how.
Probably what I'm going.
As the sun dipped lower into the sky and the boat started heading back to their anchorages for the night, we made our way to Hendos for a beachside dinner. The sunset was absolutely stunning, making it the perfect backdrop to an unforgettable day. It was the ideal way to wrap up the incredible day here at White Bay. After an amazing day 5, spending the day hanging out and enjoying White Bay on Jost Van Dyke, we woke up moving a little slow on day 6, probably from the copious amounts of painkillers consumed the day before, but after an extra pot of coffee, we set our course for Norman Island.
What's the plan for the day, Captain?
We're headed to Norman Island to the Bight, stopping off at the Indians, hopefully snorkel the Indians, to Norman Island and go see the caves. We've never done the caves. Plan is Indians in the caves and then Pirate Day at the Willy T.
We were headed into the wind most of the way, so we motored to the Indians. Along the way, we passed by Soper's Hole and Thatch Island. And being our theme for the day was pirates, we took the opportunity to tell our crew some of the rich pirate history of the BVI. History tells us that Soper's Hole was once a pirate hideout. Pirates would anchor their ships in the deep waters with a lookout stationed on the hill, keeping watch for merchant ships passing through Sir Francis Drake Channel. One of the most infamous pirates of the era, Blackbeard, whose real name was Edward Teach or Thatch, there's some debate about that, frequented this area. In fact, both Great Thatch and Little Thatch Islands are believed to be named after him. It's in these waters where Blackbeard accumulated much of his treasure that cemented his reputation as one of the most feared pirates in history. Along the way, we stopped at two of the most popular snorkeling spots in the BVI, the Indians and the caves on Norman Island. The Indians are a large rock formation, and from a distance, they resemble a Native American headdress. That is how they got their name, the Indians. The waters surrounding the Indians are full of marine life, making it a prime snorkeling destination. The Indians are a national park, so you can use the national park mooring balls for a few hours. Our next stop is Norman Island, home of the Bight, one of the most popular anchorages in the BVI. The Bight is home to the Pirates Bight restaurant and the legendary Willy T floating bar, which we will go to later on. But first, a stop at Treasure Point. You can use one of the National Park mooring balls to tie up, or dinghy around from the Bight and tie your dinghy up there. Either way, it is a short swim into the caves. These caves at Treasure Point are dark, mysterious caverns where pirates used to hide their treasures, and are said to have inspired Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island. Schools of fish swirled around us, and the deeper we ventured, the more magical it felt. If you're looking for adventure, this snorkeling spot is one you can't miss.
Such a cool place. It's yeah, speaks for itself, man.
After exploring the caves, we headed into the Bight to secure a first come, first served mooring ball. With the boat safely tied up, it was time to load up and make our way to the Willy T for the afternoon. The Willy T is a legendary floating bar famous for its lively atmosphere. It's the perfect place to grab a drink, meet fellow sailors, and if you're feeling daring, take a leap off the top deck. After a fun-filled afternoon, we headed back to the boat to clean up and prepare for our pirate-themed evening at the Pirate's Bight. Yes, the crew went all out, bringing their best pirate attire to fully embrace the spirit of the night. As the sun set, we loaded into the dinghy and made our way to the Pirate's Bight restaurant. On the way to dinner, we had to rescue a crew member. It seems Petey the parrot had too much rum and fell overboard. Our crew abides by the pirate's creed, no crew left behind. It seemed along the way, other boaters were so convinced we were real pirates they were willing to turn over all of their valuables. Pirate's Bight has a laid-back vibe, and the stunning views set the stage for an unforgettable last evening of our trip. Dressed as pirates, we were quite the spectacle, even posing for photos with other guests. The food was delicious, the drinks were flowing, and the atmosphere was electric, a true celebration of island life. After dinner, we decided to return to the Willy T for one last drink and a final jump into the moonlit waters. It was the perfect way to wrap up an incredible day. Norman Island truly has it all, from the adventurous caves to the lively Willy T and the unforgettable Pirates Bight. It's a destination that embodies the magic of the British Virgin Islands. Thanks for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're ready for our next adventure.